kind of looks like a diaper that's just a little too full right now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Still going at it, but I want to talk to you guys about something. So a couple weeks ago, there was a horrible storm that ripped through Iowa and knocked down over 10 million acres of corn, blew out over 30 million bushels of storage, rooftops, trees, power's out. It's really a nasty deal, like hurricane storm went through Iowa. And I feel really bad for those guys out there. We just got done putting up grain bins, and one of our bins caught a wind gust, and it moved it a foot on the ground before they could anchor it down. That got us nervous. These guys lost their bins. So anyways, I was thinking it'd be a good thing to get together and work with you guys to raise some money for what's going on out there. But I heard that Tony Fast from Fast Ag Montana is doing the same thing. So I'm gonna give him a call, see what he's got going on. Let's talk.
Nick, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Just cutting away. What are you doing?
Well, I was cutting, now I'm sitting, but yeah. So I hear you're doing a fundraiser for Iowa.
Yeah, we're trying to raise some money to help out with all that storm damage from a week or two ago.
Oh man, that's good. That's awesome. What's your goal?
$7,500.
$7,500.
Yep, we got a team on the ground that's already there, and they're cleaning stuff up. And if we hit that $7,500 goal, I'm gonna shave my beard. It's been a long time.
Tony Fast, without a beard.
I'll probably surprise myself when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, everyone's gonna think it's a different channel. Well, that's cool, man. Well, good. What would you say if I said let's double that and make it 15,000? And then I pitch in 500 of my own, and you, and then if everyone pitches in and we get that $15,000 goal and blow it away and get to 20, we'll both pitch another 500 our own pockets. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see how much money we can raise. I'll put $1,000 towards it.
Awesome. So there'll be a link in the description, and then you just basically donate there, and it'll go directly to the organization that's on site.
Yep, we'll get the website link to Stepping Out Missions, and at the bottom of the page, there's a PayPal link to donate to them, and then we just have to make sure that they know this is coming from this fundraiser. So put Fast Ag or Welker in your comment on there, and it says like message or comment to seller at the bottom.
Okay.
It can be tracked, and we'll try and keep everybody updated as it's going along where we're at.
Perfect. That sounds awesome. Well, let's do it. I'll get the word out on my end, and let's get some money raised for those poor guys back there. Can you imagine being in their shoes right now? So.
Yeah, that's a wild wait. That's nuts what they went through.
All right. Well, sounds good, Tony. Be safe out there. Keep harvesting, and we'll be in touch.
All right, sounds good. See you later, Nick.
Hey, Matt. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Well, what do you think about that, guys? I think that's a good idea. Welker Fast. Fast Welker. We're gonna work together. Let's raise some money. You guys are in this. So if you want to donate, this is for a good cause. It's going directly to a team in there in Iowa. And we would love to go there and be on site, but this is our harvest season right now, and this is critical for us. We got to get this crop off and in safe storage. So because we can't be there to help, if we can help this way, we're definitely going to. So the link will be in the description below. Donate it however much you feel like. If it's $1, I don't know, whatever you want. If there's anything, if you don't feel like donating, don't feel like you have to. But enough of you out there, it doesn't take a lot of you to make a pretty good chunk of money pretty quick. So that's the exciting part about working like this. So let's work with Fast Ag, and let's get that money raised. 15K is our goal. If we hit 20, I'm gonna throw another 500 in, so we'll Fast Ag, and he's gonna shave his beard. Maybe I'll grow mine. Remember, leave Fast Ag or Welker Farms in the comment section in the PayPal when you pay, so that way they can keep track of the donations. Otherwise, we won't really know about the goal. So make sure you say from Fast Ag or from Welker or from both or however, and then they'll know where the money's coming from. Appreciate it, guys. Let's get back to farming. We'll keep you posted on how it's going with the fundraiser.
Well, we got a little break between harvests, so what we're gonna do is a little something different. Going to be a little picky here. We have choke cherries that are ready on this bush, and so I've got my lovely wife here. She's very picky. She knows how to pick them. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I know why she picked.
You're good at eating it.
Yeah.
The syrup.
All right, but even though she's good at picking, it might have been the pits. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pick this tree and get some cherries. And anybody that hasn't ever had choke cherry jelly, choke cherry syrup, it's heavenly.
Hey, say hello, Patch.
Hi. Hey, Pete. How's it, Pete? Huh? How are you? Huh? Oh, I know. Yeah, I felt the same way when Karen asked me to pick. We're gonna take the semi over to the bin, dump it, and yeah, we're doing spring wheat. This is fun. Getting this chopped off, at least the beginning of it. So we got like 5,000 acres of spring wheat to cut, and we've only started like, I don't know, 60 acres so far. We're getting there. That's all that matters. We're getting there. Sweet. I love the smell of that fresh grain when you cut it off the field. It just smells so good. And we're filling this bin pretty fast. Wow. Awesome. I better shut that door, huh? These bins right here used to be big bins to us. They're 24-foot diameter bins, about 7,800 bushel bins roughly. We'll fill those first, and then we'll go over and we'll fill that last bin that we just put up over here. The reason for is we want to make sure that that concrete is fully cured before we start putting weight on it. And by the time we get over to start filling it, it'll be cured enough. I love the sound of wheat going in the augers because it's really not that loud. The peas, they just sound like rocks. Really, really loud. They ain't too bad. I love harvest. All the work we put in, and then you start to see the rewards coming off the fields. At least hopefully we do. I really, really like this Westfield auger. I love the backbone, I love the structure of it. It's just a solid auger. I'm not really missing our other one too much. I think this one's gonna stay, right?
Bound to happen. Things just happen, especially at night on a hilly field with power lines everywhere. It's okay. Fortunately, none of the main reel components were damaged. So let's start bending some stuff. Well, there's some pieces that this one is not going to be fun to tweak. It looks like it's, well, I don't know, maybe it's not bent. The big one is the arm, that outer rear arm. So he's got to try to heat that and straighten it out and then plate it. All this thin metal is pretty easy to make pretty straight, at least straight enough where it'll run the season. But we're going to eventually have to get parts to fix this. But yeah, it's such a bummer. This stuff happens. I mean, they can't build these things out of heavy iron. Otherwise the combine couldn't carry it. It'd weigh too much, so they got to build it light, but they don't build it to run on power poles. Yeah, why not? It's such an oddball shaped piece. Trying to figure out what is true on that and what is square is really difficult because everything flares out from the factory. Kind of like Scott, how he flares.
Wait, that's not flaring, is it?
No. This, on the other hand, I did press it a few times. You can see there's a little curl right there, a little bit right there. I'll try to straighten that out. But I don't know, I think it's pretty good, honestly. There is some slop in the system, and I think it's just gonna have to be there. Fortunately, this isn't the bearing, it's the holder of the housing that holds the bearing for the reel. So if there's a little bit of kinking or kink in it, or a slight bit of torque one way or the other, it's really not gonna affect the way that reel spins, because the bearings will take all that. And there's enough slop in that whole system that it should be fine. It just might be that he can't move his reel around a lot, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure that piece is a lot of money. So I've been putting something off, and it's just time I fix it, because I just don't want to put you guys in an awkward situation. My pants keep ripping. This is a common occurrence on the farm. Usually it starts with a battery holding by your side, and then the acid eats your pants away. This one, I think, caught a piece of metal, and it's starting to rip, and it's not stopping. And they don't have much life left in these, but I'm gonna use them to the very end. So let's Gorilla Tape it. Better, one inside, one outside. That'll work. And that wasn't a sales pitch. I legitimately am gonna try tape and see how this works. If I can get like another couple days out of these pants, and then rip the tape off, throw them in the wash, bring it back out, tape them back up again, getting every penny's worth. Okay, back together again. We're checking the camming of it, making sure they all rotate. This is how it kind of works here. You see there's like a roller system with a bunch of arms, and they, depending on the angle you adjust the setup here, it'll throw the cam and make the tines, fingers on your reel bats, a different angle. There's just a little bit of bentness to it still. You can see it's kind of not square, but I think it's gonna work. So he just got in, he's gonna try the hydraulics on it. Let's hope this works. No parts were bought. 100% hammers and welder, plastic cutter. Okay, I think we're good. All right, let's go combine some wheat.
Okay, if some of you have been paying attention, there's been a couple sneak peeks of a new item that we have on the farm. We've been given an amazing opportunity, and this opportunity, well, we've never tried this unit before, so it's gonna be a first. And if you guess what those are right there, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Should we go see it? Nah, we better not. Okay, fine, I'll show you. You just calm down. So this unit that we have requires this 4520 John Deere. Yes, we're gonna use the John Deere. It's okay, it's fine. But we have a Loftnest grain bagger. And here with me is a very good, well, specialized guy. He's telling me what to do, which is fantastic because I need somebody to order me around because I'm not a very hard worker. So let's introduce this guy, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this Loftnest grain bagger and go from there. So what's your...
Hello, my name is Doug Haley. I've been with Loftnest for 41 years, and I've been bagging grain for 13 years.
So you got a little seniority?
A little bit by now.
You don't let them push you around, do they?
No, because they keep me out on the road all the time.
Good man.
Okay, there's 2 disc brakes that control how fast the bagger is moving. And the disc brakes are just like what would be on the front end of a pickup truck. There's a rotor and a caliper. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to burnish the rotors and the calipers and get them cleaned up so that they're nice and clean, and they'll operate much smoother when we start braking and slowing down the bag.
Does that mean I get to drive the tractor in circles? Yes, it does.
Yes.
Okay, let's go drive that tractor in circles. So we went ahead and backed this in here into the building because it's got a nice flat floor. A little breeze outside, we thought let's keep it clean because we need to install one of the bags. So Wiggles is gonna go ahead and let it down a little bit, and we just wanted to touch the bottom pan, and then we can shut the tractor off and let's install that pan. Or no, not install the pan, the bag, there we go. So this grain bagger has a remote. You can operate your cradle, which lifts the bag up, and you also have a roll, like a tarp underneath there that pulls out, and that helps slide the bottom of the tarp underneath the machine. And then you've got a kind of a pan there that you can lift the bottom of the tarp up. So we're gonna take that bag, bring it in, put it on the cradle, put it up, and then once we secure it to this machine, we should go out there and start setting it up so we can start putting some wheat in there. Okay, let's do this. Come on, Wiggles, we're waiting on you, buddy. We're waiting on you, come on! Hurry, buddy! you ask me, kind of looks like a diaper that's just a little too full right now. This guy here, he might be a guru. He might know a few things. He set us up, and I feel confident that I will screw up and have to call him. So we're good, right?
And we'll get her done. We will get her done.
If you guys get a grain bagger from Loft Nest, here's the guy you want to talk to. He knows all the tricks and trades. He's been doing this for quite a few years. At least that's what he tells me.
Oh, yes.
But no, this is fantastic. So let's go load some bags, and I guess you got a trip to take.
Yep.
He's got a long drive to go. Where are you heading to?
I'm heading back east tonight. So.
All east, all the way east.
Yeah, a long way east.
All right, we're gonna say bye, but we're gonna keep on loading some bags, and thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
It's been about a week of no harvesting. It seems weird. This doesn't happen very often, at least in the last 4 or 5 years. We've been right through each crop, ready to go, no breaks. This time, the spring wheat's been lingering on. We've had a break, but we've been working the whole thing, as you guys have seen. And I'm just coming over here to look and see if, nope, Legarm still hasn't equipped this thing with a PTO drive. I know what he's thinking, ordering a big cart like this, you know. Like that tractor clearly is not going to be able to power that PTO. And the drawbar still isn't fixed. Maybe I could do that for him. That'd be a nice brotherly thing to do. I'll go ahead and equip this thing with a PTO drive and fix the drawbar. We're not using that tractor to pull this thing. Or are we? Time will tell. Did equip this with its one-of-a-kind Unverfurth flag on the back. Custom-made bracket by yours truly. Not nearly as good a quality as last year's bracket, but that bracket stayed on that cart, so someone out there has a awesome 1600 bushel Unverfurth grain cart with a flag holder. Whoever you are, I hope you're using that flag holder. I wanted to change things up a little bit on the farm here. You know, we run these flags. Been running these same flags for years. Used to run the Don't Tread on Me flag on one of these combines. Then we were running the Old Glory in Montana. And I decided it's time to put a different flag up. So Dad's gonna get a different one. He's changing from Montana to something cooler, something better, something way more awesome, except for Montana is pretty awesome. Let's put this flag on there. It cleared out. Must be time to roll. I guess I better take this noisy thing with me. Just in case we encounter a fire. Just in case. And my lunch. Let's go. 97 degrees outside, and Big Brute's AC quit working. Woo! There better not be a fire. All right, it's gonna get toasty in here. Smells like wheat. I love it. It's a good smell. It's a good day. This stuff here, I don't know how well it's yielding. I haven't asked him yet, but I don't think it's gonna yield as well. Our planters weren't calibrated properly when they went into this, and they overseeded. So it's real small kernels, really overseeded. But you know what? It's the earliest to harvest because it's riper. Legarm's running that truck, I think, dumping on the go. Dad's over there, I think, and then yeah, Big Brute's hanging tight just in case. So I gotta find something to do. How's that flag? Had that thing for a while now and I haven't flown, and I figured it's about time to get it on something. So yeah, better fly some Welker flag for once. Just out doing a little scouting ahead of the guys, just trying to see if I can find some acres that are ready to go. So far, everything's just kind of on the edge. I was just sitting here, looking at the crop, and I look in the distance, and there's, to me, it looks like smoke. It's probably about 10 miles from here. I don't think that's dust. I think that's smoke. I think something's burning up there, and I'm kind of thinking about grabbing the Brute and heading up there and seeing if I can give a hand, because we got enough guys right now. I think that's definitely a fire. Well, I was just doing some scouting to see if I could find some acres that are ready to go so we can move on to that after they finish that stuff. So I'll head up north. I'll take a closer look, and if it looks like it is a fire, you can jump in the Brute and I'll meet you. All right, I'm gonna go up and take a closer look. I'd hate to run the Brute all the way up there to find out he's just like summer following or something, because I know these neighbors do summer follow, and it could just be them plowing and the wind's just blowing the dust up. But the hard part right now is there's a haze in the air, because there's a lot of fires up in Canada, I think, some in Oregon, a couple in Montana, and that haze is slowly making its way out to the prairies, which makes it difficult to know what's a fire and what's not, because it kind of blends into the background. And then it's also hard to know how far is that fire away. That could be 30 miles away, I don't know. We found that out last year. We tried to chase a storm in the middle of the night, and there was just no way to know how far away it was. But wow, there's a big dust devil in that field. I don't know if you can see this thing. There's always little whirlwinds. We call them dust devils, the little whirlwinds running around in most of the time you don't see them. They just hit you and all of a sudden the wind's gust like crazy and it's gone. But if you summer plow like this neighbor does here, well, there's a lot of dust and it kicks up and you can see it real easily. You know what I think it is actually? I think it's this alkaline stuff blowing. This alkaline flats, all that salt. I think the wind's picking up over here and it's so dry that it's just blowing the alkaline, which makes it look like smoke. Because on this side, it's doing the same thing. Some with being 100 degrees out, wind blowing and everything. So I don't think it's a fire. That is amazing. There's a lot in the air. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, that's exactly what it is too. Huh. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. Maybe they just saw those alkaline flats that normally have a little bit of water in them or dry it up. And that light alkaline dust, which I'm driving through right now, is just blowing. Huh. Okay. Nope, definitely no smoke. I don't smell smoke. All right, false alarm. Let's go back to farming. Well, I think I found at least one field that's ready to go. This one, I'm actually thinking might be ready as well. What I'd like to do is if I don't see any darker colored areas, darker shaded, that usually typically represents a little bit wetter. I come down into where the water runs, the low spots, and this is how you really get an idea. Like obviously there is some green still in that, but that would blend in real easily if the majority of the field is ripe, which I think it actually is. A good test too is if you take the straw, grab a handful, take it and twist it. If it shears apart like that instantly, that means it's ready. That's definitely threshable. But if you come down and you grab a chunk of ripe or wetter stuff like this, and it takes a bunch of turns, see, I haven't even broke it yet. If you come to a field and you do that, then it's not ready. So that's one way to tell. That obviously over there, which I did, sheared instantly. The moment I twisted it, broke right into two. Yeah, I think this field can go. So my guess is this is probably pushing about 11 to 12 moisture, which would be fine to be put in the grain bins that we are right now. I'll let the guys know, have this list of fields that we can move to. The only downside is it's about 5 miles from where they're currently at right now. But it doesn't take that long to road those things. They're 20, 23 miles an hour. It's not that bad. Yeah, let's find the next field. The poor big guy's so lonely. Kind of sad. Everybody's out playing and he's not. We need to fix that. Just pulled in the new field and I'm gonna take the flags off because there's some low power lines. 3-phase, like that one right there. And there's a couple spots that the combine itself would clip the wires. So we're gonna go ahead and get the flag off just so he doesn't deal with that thing catching it. I'm gonna shimmy that auger and pull it off. Let's see, wind is blowing this way. Okay, this side, stay on this side. Always know the direction of your wind when you're working around harvesters, always. Otherwise you'll get an itchy bath. I don't want an itchy bath. Put this flag with the Welker flag right in here. And we'll put him back on when we get out of this area. I'm gonna actually jump in with him. This field's a little tricky to harvest. With 45-foot headers, it's gonna be a little challenging, so I'll ride with him, kind of show him how to do it. I'm sure he'd be fine without me, but I'll take it anyways. Let's go. See that thing right there? That's a gas well pipe. And these old wells, when they took the old gas wells off, they leave the pipes in the ground. And they're just begging for farmers to run them over. And that's one right there. So far it's been saved. Looks like Dad missed it, so we're good for this year. well, we're wrapping this field up. So far, so good. It's not an easy field to harvest. Low power lines, ditches everywhere. Yeah, it's fun. We'll put the flags back on when we get out of here, but this will be it for tonight, and 115 acres done over here, which would be nice, really nice.